What's up everyone, back on Fallout 4, and today we're going to ask ourselves a question. Can the 10mm pistol from Fallout 4 work in real life? Let's find out. Starting off with the slide and the hammer functionality, it more than likely looks like that it can exist because it is based off of the Desert Eagle. So far, the gun with the slide mechanism and hammer based off of the Desert Eagle, I don't see any issues with. But what about extended mags? Yes, those definitely exist in real life, so there's no issues there either. And now onto sights. The standard sights and the glow sights, I see nothing wrong with them. But once you get to the reflex sight and the recon scope, it may look like that there's something wrong, but in reality, there isn't, as in the character more than likely drilled and tapped the sight on, like this revolver for example. It is definitely drilled and tapped on. So there is nothing wrong here, and we can just pretty much move on from that. Now, I do not see any issues with the 10mm pistol yet, so let's move on to the barrel. It may look like that the barrel is a little bit stupid and may not work, but we can literally figure out if we look at the bottom of the long-boarded barrel that it is actually pinned in like an accessory rail. So there is nothing wrong with this at all either, as in this can definitely exist, and we know that this can definitely work. Okay, no problems yet, but let's move on to the barrel shroud, which we will definitely find something on the barrel shroud that I literally spotted straight off the bat. So looking at the barrel shrouds for the 10mm pistol, the compensator and the muzzle brake, those could definitely exist, and we can easily see the attachment points on the 10mm pistol. But when we look at the suppressor, instead of the suppressor going around the barrel, it's actually going inside the barrel, which if you put a suppressor inside a barrel, you will more than likely have a barrel obstruction and literally blow the gun up if you manage to do that. So the suppressor can exist for the 10mm pistol, but the compensator and the muzzle brake definitely exist and can definitely work. So that's it with that. Okay, so we have found only one issue, which is just a suppressor with the 10mm pistol. Is there any other issues? Well, let's find out. The timing, or at least cycling off the 10mm pistol, it's literally based off the Maxim machine gun, as in it definitely has the levers to move the slide back and forth, and the hammer hits the back of the firing pin to literally shoot off the bullets, so I don't see anything wrong there. But what you're seeing right now is mostly timing issues with the animation, so I would just have to say that this gun may have a slower fire rate, but it will still more than likely work. But let's get on to something that's a little bit harder to explain, and at least that I'm going to have a little bit of a problem with. If you're wondering what that is, well, I'm going to be talking about if the 10mm pistol in Fallout can actually go full auto like Fallout 4 depicts it. Now, we can already throw the armor-piercing automatic receiver out the window because that more than likely doesn't exist unless if you're using a 5.7 pistol. But can the 10mm pistol really go full auto in real life, maybe? Well, with the fact that it has the levers and actions of the Maxim machine gun, and it has the slide and hammer of a Desert Eagle, there is at least a decent chance that it more than likely can work. But here's a little bit of a caveat to that I would probably want to slip in before, well, at least coming to a conclusion whether or not this weapon can fully exist in real life. Now, remember when I was talking about the timing issues? Well, when using the 10mm pistol in full auto in first person, it looks like there's no issues, as in the casings are coming out perfectly fine for the 10mm pistol. But once you get into third person, the animations become very janky, and it looks like the gun would actually catch around because it shoots too fast and doesn't let the cases eject out of the gun. So if you slow the fire rate down for at least the full auto version of the 10mm pistol, it looks like that it can more than likely exist, since it has the parts off of a Maxim gun and a Desert Eagle. So far, if you make the 10mm pistol unsuppressed and at least have it mostly semi-auto, or at least have a slower fire rate for full auto, it looks like that the 10mm pistol can 100% work and exist in real life. But anyways, That's pretty much it for the video, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment, and I will talk to you guys later. But don't forget to at least check my TikTok in the description below, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.